Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. I love it because it has nothing to do with gifts. It has to do with the things that you are thankful for in your life. And you get good food and some green bean casserole. If I have to see one more person putting up their Christmas tree before Thanksgiving even gets here, I swear to God, I'm going to flip the Thanksgiving table. No, I won't. I'm not taking down the green bean casserole because y'all are nuts. We're about to cut up some turkey and try and lie to our children and tell them that it's chicken. I know I'm not the only house doing that. I'm so sick of the idea that the Cowboys are America's team so they can kiss my ass. Jason has cooked turkeys the last 2 years. He is in charge of frying the turkey. He tried his very best. He looked cute doing it.
Aaron and Carissa Thompson!
Let's go! Erin doesn't break those pom-poms out for nothing.
Here we go.
That intro is everything
You
I wanted and
know,
more.
I keep them locked down.
Hi, guys. Thanks for
What's
having
going
us.
on? I was fired up too. Get out.
Bring them back. Come on, all of your children.
Can we make the joke, Carissa? Are we the first females to be on this podcast since a certain incredible interview that you had, and we're going to be...
Yeah, we'll almost have the same views.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
sure.
guys.
In this one. Mhm.
We're just lucky enough to have you guys on here. I got to know, who did the spelling bee?
And I'm like you,
How
Trav.
was
I can't
that?
read. I mean, I can't read or speak.
I can't. She just took at you, Trav.
Trav,
Oh, no,
admittedly
this
so.
is, everyone knows at this point. They
This
got
is-
to, right?
Self-professed.
Yes.
By Travis. Yes.
If I can't read, I sure as hell can't spell. That's the damn sure.
You and Julian Edelman. Jules also says that he can't read. So there's that. And he says he likes big men. So there's that as well.
Nice.
I appreciate you guys including the diving competition. Respectfully, I say this, that the diving competition that I hosted on ABC was more of a flop than it was a splash, which was the name of it.
Oh,
They were like,
go.
let's
I
have
like-
Kareem
okay.
Abdul-Jabbar on a, 35-meter platform and see what happens. I was like, whose
And this
idea
didn't
was
do well?
this? So needless to say, there was not a season 2.
And I'd like to say third place was I lost. She won the competition to Nicole Scherzinger, Pussycat Doll. She had been in performing art school since she was 14 years old. And I got third place to Evan Lysacek, who had just won the gold medal for figure skating in the Winter Olympics. If I had been asked to read a box score, I would have fucking won. You know what I mean?
That's right, Erin. That's right. You know what?
I would have.
That's a
You're
banger.
number one in our heart.
Thank you.
You were first place in my mind. All right, let's get into it. You guys have interviewed both me and Jason. Who's a better interviewee?
Interviewee, yeah.
Interviewee. Oh,
When you
you
guys
guys.
on the
Well, I
hot
had
spot.
the great privilege of interviewing you both at the same time. I don't know when
Yes,
this
you
was.
did.
This was like 10 lifetimes ago. It's got to be at least 10 years ago that I sat down with you guys for NFL
At
Films.
least. I think it was Jason's Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it was, we were by your old high school because NFL Films was doing a feature on you guys. And so I sat down with both of you and it was so wonderful. And that's when I learned, Travis, that you wear number 87 because of Jason.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
let him tell you
Which
this. That's the
Jason's
biggest
still
load
not
of
buying
shit.
it.
He's
How
not.
is that a load of
You
shit?
did not pick that number because of that. You've somehow
Yes, I did.
retroactively worked this in. There's no way.
it was the only number that I had a connection to.
You just like Tony Gonzalez, and what did you wear 87 for? What did you wear 87 for?
We went over this in the interview that Carissa had with us in Cleveland.
Travis told me that he wears number 87 because that's the year that Jason was born. And I thought that was so nice.
And that's how it all started. Without Jason, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Exactly.
Now say it back, Jason.
Without Travis, I'd be way more successful than I am.
I'm holding them back.
Complete opposite.
On the flip side, though, Jason has been known to be the the Sandra, what was
you
the
reading?
woman that everyone's calling
going
you?
on?
No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah, I
not.
was. No, I wish I was at this point. Jason has been known as a journalist himself now, being with
Oh.
ESPN. What do you think of his interviewing
Were
skills?
you going to say Barbara Walters?
There it
That's
is.
what he was gonna
Sandra.
say.
Diane Sawyer.
I was like Sandra
That's what you were going to
Walters.
say.
Sandra Walters.
Sandra Walters.
Barbara Walters.
Oh, gosh, I'm digging
I think you're
myself a
killing
hole
it,
here.
Jason. We saw you. I don't know where we saw you recently, but yeah, I think you're doing an amazing job. I will tell you though, we were just making a joke about, when you guys had Taylor on. Carissa and I were both saying after that, you nailed that.
Crushed.
You freaking crushed
That's
that.
so hard.
And actually, I'm going to ask you some questions right now.
Go ahead.
Pre-prepared. I mean, because you just were banging them out.
We have a great editing team. They're very good. And I think anybody could have done a good job interviewing Taylor. She was fantastic. And I don't know. I appreciate you saying that. It was a lot of fun.
You did a good
putting
job,
that interview together. I'm terrible. I can't interview anybody. I flip over my words. I stumble.
No, you don't.
But that was a fun one for sure.
I've been in production meetings with you. Remember, I don't know, we were sitting in the back. We were sitting with you and Tom Rinaldi'd you. And he asked you something about a family member. Yeah, you started bawling in our production meeting. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember it. Tom Rinaldi can make anybody cry.
Oh, yeah.
That guy is just like perfect at tugging at the heartstrings. But I've been known to shed a couple tears. I try to hold it back. Like I know that I'm not supposed to, but I can't not do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay, you go ahead. This is your podcast. You ask the questions.
Please take this over.
They
Please
want to
take
hear
this
from
over.
you guys. They hear enough from us.
Well, because the last time that I saw you, you were a guest, like a week guest on, not a week guest.
Thursday night?
Don't take that out of context. Don't edit that
We're in
out. You were a great
Chicago.
guest. We were in Chicago and we did the kicking contest, but on Thursday Night Football, you came in and you filled in for the week and it was awesome and just, were a guest of ours, but I haven't seen you since then. And so obviously now with, almost a full year under your belt in broadcasting, what's been the biggest surprise for you?
Oh man, how much travel it is and how much more you have to lock into everything across the whole NFL.
Yeah.
Like I think when you play, you get so used to just focusing on your team and who you're playing that week. And a lot of times you kind of don't know what's happening like holistically across the whole league. Now I'm probably watching more football than I've ever watched because you have to watch as many games as possible. You're watching press conferences. You're doing all these things that as a player, you just don't pay attention to. And then on top of that, every week's an away game. Every week you're traveling. And that is awesome in some ways. You get to go to a lot of cool cities and there's not as much pressure as playing, but at the same time, it is a lot of travel. So I enjoy the ability to stay involved with the games. I like the fact that we get to go to the games. So we get to see players and coaches. But I would say those are the two things that probably were the most like getting used to.
Can I ask, now that you aren't playing in the game, but you're watching from the viewpoint that we have every week, is there a particular stadium or area that you've been to and you're like, this is awesome. This is really cool.
Oh man, I hate to say this and Eagles fans are going to be furious. I never liked playing in Jerry World. I hated that stadium.
Isn't it the best?
It's fucking awesome. It's a cool spot as a spectator. I'll be in
Do
there.
you have the chicken fingers there yet? Fire.
Oh yeah, everything. I mean, they've done a really good job with that place from a viewing standpoint. Vegas is like a show. Like it feels
Vegas
like you're at
is so much
a
fun,
legitimate concert there, which we were just there this week. So I think that's probably just fresh. And then, there's the places you'd like to play in as a player too. There's like a charm to it as well. Like I've always loved going to the Packers Stadium for much different reasons than Jerry World. It's awesome. So yeah. And then trying to think of like another spot that would be Bills. I think it's like,
Of course.
I can't wait to see the new stadium when they build that, what it feels like. But I've been enjoying the last couple seasons.
You know what it looks like? Jason, it looks like from the outside, it looks like Allegiant Stadium. It looks like that that same design, like kind of spaceship thing. But I kind of miss that. I don't know. I mean, the nostalgia of Orchard Park is like its own.
It's going to be hard to, you can't replicate it.
No.
I am happy that it's open though. We're
Yeah.
going to still see Buffalo snow games.
I get this year, I've never really in my career done a massive snow game, and I've wanted to so bad. You watch these people like Rams Philly playoff game last year. I wanted to do something like that so bad where I just look like Ralphie and Randy in Christmas Story.
Jameis Winston.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Jameis Winston doing Snow
Cleveland.
Angels. Yes, in Cleveland. And then they made the playoff. Yeah, it was really fun. But sorry, go ahead.
No. But we're doing Philly at Bills, I believe, later. I think it's right after Christmas. So the potential of, a snow globe game could be fire.
Please.
So it'd be
Up
exciting.
there on the lake,
Yeah.
it's almost a guarantee. You're going to get a little bit of snow.
Oh, for sure. I hope so.
Was that the Jameis Winston? How lucky are we? How lucky are we to be playing football in Cleveland, Ohio?
Exactly. And he's talking about the cavalry with the horses and the whole thing in Kelly's pregame interview.
Isn't football just better when Jameis is starting?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not even a question. Also, too, because from our vantage point, I just think about the reporters. Like when he stands up there at the podium, like, you know, you're going to get something, even if it's bad. You know, obviously he ends that game by throwing the interception and he still is like positive. And you're like, this guy is the ultimate optimist.
He's won at life. He's won a lot. I got to shoot that question back to you guys, though. Going into every single NFL stadium all over the country, which one's your favorite to visit?
Hit it, CT.
Well, the nostalgia of Lambeau is always number one. I mean, that is football. So that's number one for me. But also, Arrowhead's great too. I'm not just saying that because it's huge, Trav. It's because it hasn't gone corporate. And as much as these big stadiums are great for some reason, you start to lose that feel. Your stadium is very much like a college field because the fans are right on top of the field and you don't have all the suites down below and that kind of stuff. I also love, Charlotte has some bangers.
They play some tunes. Yeah.
In Santa Clara at Levi Stadium, the music, Erin and I are big on the DJs. If they've got some music, Atlanta, obviously.
They're playing some Pretty Pablo or?
They've got good music. Of course.
North Carolina,
so good. Like a helicopter. And then, of course, in Atlanta, you get Luda every other second. So it's good. Yeah. What about you, Erin?
I feel like because I've been doing this 100 years, it's the little things like Jerry's World. They take care of you. It's inside. I mean, I know the players have the sun in their eyes and that sucks for a 425, game. But me, I'm looking great. The chicken fingers are fire. I love going to the link because obviously, it's fun. Great hotel, fire dinner the night before. Dom, I know he's trying to take care of the team, but he's looking out for the girl, which I appreciate. You need an IV, you need to work out, fine. Dom will take care of me. I'm into it. Lambeau's fire. Like it's always such a fun time. I've done games -10 there. I've done games that are hot there. I've done games that we didn't think it was supposed to snow and all of a sudden it did. It's just a pain in the butt getting to. I love you, Wisconsin. You're so much fun. Once we're there, it's a time, but man, it's hard getting out.
I'm going to tell you what, she misses Troy Aikman's plane is what she misses. Because I got the Al Michaels set. My shit's in and I'm out.
Jason Kelce always knew the power of football went beyond the scoreboard, but even he couldn't have predicted how a single cultural moment would upend the rhythms of America's favorite sport. When Erin Andrews and Carissa Thompson sat across from him and his brother Travis on the New Heights podcast, it was clear this wasn't a typical NFL discussion. There was something electric in the air, a sense of history folding in on itself, merging touchdowns and pop hits in a way no one had scripted. Both Andrews and Thompson are veterans of the field, decades spent dodging rain on the sidelines, coaxing stories from players, weaving narratives for millions of viewers. They remember the old rituals. Fathers and daughters sprawled on the couch, the drone of the game punctuated by cheers and groans, the sacredness of halftime snacks. But as they told the Kelceys, the NFL's recent surge wasn't just about a new season or a legendary play. It was about Taylor Swift, a superstar whose sudden presence in the stands had changed everything. Thompson described the transformation with wide-eyed wonder. She'd seen girls in glitter and friendship bracelets where before there were only diehards arguing stats. Suddenly, the living room on Sunday wasn't just a dad's sanctuary, but a bridge between generations, a new meeting place where pop stardom and pigskin collided. Andrews nodded, recalling her own childhood, the crackle of static on the TV, her father's running commentary, the way she'd learned to read the game like a language. Now she watched new stories bloom, dads and daughters, mothers and sons, all drawn in by the gravitational pull of a romance that felt at once improbable and inevitable. And over it all, the eyes of the nation, peering into the stands for a glimpse of Swift, waiting to see if she'd smile, cheer, or simply exist in that magic bubble where sports and celebrity entwined. Travis, caught in the whirlwind, told a story that had launched 1,000 memes. The friendship bracelet, the nervous anticipation, the audacity of putting his phone number in the hands of the world's most watched woman. The misconnection at the concert, the podcast mention that set the internet alight, the slow-burning spark that would turn into a bonfire of headlines and speculation. Swift, for her part, later called it a metal-as-hell move, a moment of honesty in a world that too often trades in artifice. For Jason, the allure wasn't just personal. He spoke about the emails and messages from other dads, about little girls who suddenly cared which team won, about the questions his own daughters began to ask, their curiosity blooming with each game. The stories were everywhere, he said, proof that the best parts of football could be found not just in the huddle, but in the hearts of those watching together for the first time. Andrews and Thompson, seasoned pros, marveled at how the culture had shifted beneath their feet. They remembered when women on the sidelines were a novelty, when their voices were doubted or dismissed. Now they watched young fans, especially girls, see themselves reflected in the coverage, their interests woven into the fabric of the broadcast. The league responded with lightning speed. Suddenly, highlight reels featured swift sideline reactions, commercials winked at her presence, and themed merchandise popped up everywhere, a testament to the NFL's knack for tapping into the zeitgeist. Even the most jaded observers couldn't help but notice the energy, the sense of possibility pulsing through the stands. As the podcast episode wound down, the four hosts traded stories, laughter, and the kind of knowing glances that come from living through something extraordinary. They agreed no one could have predicted this moment, this fusion of pop and sport, but all felt lucky to be part of it. For Andrews and Thompson, it was a validation of years spent fighting for a place at the table, and an invitation for a new generation to pull up a chair. Jason and Travis, for their part, recognized how much richer the game had become, how every snap now carried the weight of 1,000 watchful eyes, eager for both the play and the story behind it. As they signed off, the excitement lingered, a reminder that sometimes the most compelling narratives in sport aren't about the final score, but about the unexpected connections that bloom in the spaces between. It's in these stories, half whispered, half shouted, passed from couch to couch and screen to screen, that football finds its real magic. And just maybe, that's what keeps us all coming back for more, week after week, season after season, waiting to see not just who wins, but what happens next.
I know, I'm really excited too. I'm so excited. And I love that you're excited too. And you would absolutely love him. He's the most fun person. I'm sure at some point you guys will get to all hang out, but
yes. He's a big, strong American football player.
Yeah.
He was on stage with you, wasn't he? I saw that show when he came on stage with you.
He was so good.
He just picked you up and
he's such a natural just in life. Like he's just kind of like never been nervous about anything in his entire life.
Right.
So it's pretty fun. He's all the things. He's like fun and vibrant and has this infectious personality, makes me laugh so much. But like, yeah, you're looking for like there's a line in the song that says, writing songs is one of my favorite things. And I did kind of nurture a fear earlier on in my career that if I ever wasn't truly miserable in my personal life, would I be able to write? And I think that's one of the reasons I love this album so much is we were like catching lightning in a bottle every time we were writing songs for this record. And I do think that someone in your life who fuels you, who makes you more you. Everyone in my life is like, you've never been so yourself, which is this interesting thing that you've been you your whole life, but we are different shades and different ourselves at different volume levels. And this person came into my life and everybody's like, yeah, you've never been so you. And I think that comes through in music. People who fuel you, they fuel every part of you and they make you walk taller and they make you present in a more vibrant way. And so hopefully that